potential blower. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. Jackson has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Denver now. It's a 3-point game. From deep, Jokic. It's rebounded by Memphis. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. The coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Dan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
Here is Porter after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Brown the pass to Jokic. Edey with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And here's Jokic following the 3 from Jaren Jackson. Gordon for 3. Jokic passes to Brown. Jokic kicks to Porter. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
He's just awesome at using screens there. All Porter needs is a little wiggle room, and he's good to go.
The amazing Nikola Jokic, Dan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand. Constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. Here's Jokic following the basket by Ja Morant. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Morant looking around. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And Jokic slams it in.
Incoming, it's Joker time as Jokic shaking the arena with that slam.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Here's Edey. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 6 to the middle. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Jackson has the open look. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Now, here's Bain. Still without a basket.
Well, playing his role to perfection. Using his size to control the glass for his team.
And that one's good by Porter.
and a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Morant with the screen on Gordon. Pass to Edey. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range. Edey's got his second bucket of the night.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside for Murray. Another three for Denver.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. The Nuggets on top, ending the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Jackson in at the three slot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a #1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
There's Jackson with the three. Good on the triple. Jackson's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Grizzlies.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down hard.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
On the wing, Bane. For the three. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Now, Jokic, he's got 9. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Jackson a screen on Murray. Now, here's Morant for 3. Denver's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brown, and the 3 ball is good. And now it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Here's Jokic. Connects on the 17-footer. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Smooth like butter. Jokic can make you pay from anywhere.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
There's Jokic being aggressive inside. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Jokic. He's got 13. At the top of the key, Gordon. From downtown. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. And a wide open look for Baines. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Baines got his third basket of the night. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead change. It's 6 already.
It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
The kick out to Porter. It's good from long range. Porter's got 8.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jackson and stolen by Gordon. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Edey. Jokic defending. Morant outside. Over Murray. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game in Memphis. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The Nuggets. Hey, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans at courtside. Rumble, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Russell Westbrook. Dario Saric is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Tonci in at the small forward. Watson the pass to Westbrook. Watson the screen. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Stephens. Pass to Aldama. Drops one in from the wing. Aldama's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Memphis.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Kennard, the pass to Bagley. Wells kicks to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the bucket. Kennard's got his first points of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Watson's shot is off. Memphis leading. Kennard on the wing. Right wing. Saric against Bagley. Now, here's Kennard. D right on him. Out left to the wing. Pass to Wells. Kennard setting the pick for Wells. To the right side. Another shot. Tonci grabs the miss. Nuggets have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Stevens, the pass to Kennard. Lets the three fly. That one doesn't drop.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Watson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And now it's a three-point Nugget lead. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Wells wide open. And he's good on the three ball. Wells has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For 3, Westbrook. Bagley with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Kennard for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
How can we forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pass to Strother. Here's Stevens. 1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Aldama. No good on the 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Sharge. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Sharge has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Wells kicks to Kennard. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Kennard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
It's Westbrook with the drive. The shot by Sharge, no good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
Bagley, the pass to Stevens. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Jokic. What touch by the big man, Jokic.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
And here's Morant. A 3 ball. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Grizzlies out in front, leading by just 1. Live from the FedEx Forum. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got Desmond Bane. Jackson is out there with Jackson. Then it's Vince Williams. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Gordon. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Bane passes to Jackson. Bane with the screen on Porter. Trains the 3-pointer. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Kicks it out to Gordon. That's tipped. Back to Jokic. Pass to Brown. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside, Bane. Outside Jackson. Here's Huff. Lets it fly. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead. Gordon against Jackson. Here's Murray. And the layup's good off the glass.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
Pass to Huff. Payne for three. Nailed from three-point land.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes that.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Fast break Memphis. Jackson kicks to Bain. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Murray outside. Gordon the pass to Brown. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Go into the rack with energy and to be afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Bain with it, now guarded by Gordon. Here's Huff. And it's off from three-point range. Nuggets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Jackson misses. Denver's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To take the lead, the Grizzlies pull it in.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Outside Jackson. To Williams. He tries for three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And now the Nuggets. Fast break.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Jackson setting the pick here for Williams. Porter against Jackson. Pass to Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Gordon. A three. He's off from three.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with a three of his own.
And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Jokic from deep three-point territory. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. So now for...
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. We've got Butler. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Green, and it's Post in at the 5, down low. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Here's Curry after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Jackson outside. The 3 ball. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Grizzlies head coach had a few moments to share with me. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed. Is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
And there's the screen. Pass to Bane. Now here's Jackson. There's the triple. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Morant. The 3 is up. On target from range. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
If Morant knocks those down consistently, you got zero chance on defense.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Back to Green. Pass to Post. Outside for Green. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Edey. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Jackson for 3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Green, outside Payton. Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 5. A clear look for Green. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And that'll tie this game up.
Yeah, Green knows he has to act fast, so he wastes no time finding the shot.
Oh, stolen by Payton. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Post. Outside for Green. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Green's gotten his second bucket.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
They need this. Edey, that's good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. Outside, Green. And stolen by Bane. And here's Jackson. Launches it. Outside Bane. Jackson against Green. 6 to shoot. Jackson the screen. 4-3. And it's Jaren Jackson Jr. with the 3.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
Here's Curry. Pass to Post. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Memphis with a rebound. 32 seconds left now in the first quarter. They set the pick. Here's Morant. There's the drive. Oh, Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Bane. Up top, Jackson. Jackson with room to fire. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Jackson's got 5 points.
He's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Good scoring in the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Jackson on the wing, over Green. Kicks it out to Jackson, fires the 3. Oh, Green with a block.
This is the high-impact D we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Pass to post. The 3 ball. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies lead by 6. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The 3 from Curry. Can't get it to drop. The Grizzlies have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Here's Morant. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Pass to Jackson. Jackson finds Bane. 6 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Back to Jackson. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Held ball violation. The call in full is a jump ball.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Here he goes. Oh, an impossible move. John Morant.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Curry's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jackson on the wing. For 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Hard work pays off for Jackson with the bucket. He makes the effort to be a reliable scoring option for his team.
Curry, no good. Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Jackson surveying the D. And then Morant with the dunk.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Curry on the drive. Pass to post to end the run into the lane. Puts up a deep 3. That won't go either for Curry.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Post shot, no good. Memphis leading by 11. Jackson, pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Payton. Here's Moran. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Now here's Bain. Still no points. From deep. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over to the left wing. Outside Curry. Off target from outside.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
A line change here for Memphis. Nice shot by Kennard.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Podziemski. And the 3-pointer goes. Podziemski's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kennard passes to Bagley. Now here's Kennard. The 3. No good on the shot. And we've reached halftime in this one. Memphis ahead. They're up by 10. All right, Allie's ready to... Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the 3rd quarter right after this.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the floor for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is out there with Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. Wells scores off the spin. And the Grizzlies lead by 9. Well, Brad, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there are so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Uh-oh, Kuminga on the take. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Wells. Moody defends. There's the triple. Pippen, no good. Warriors trail by 7. Throws it up high. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Hield for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Aldama. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. The Warriors have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And Kuminga throws it down.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And how about Brandon Podziemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, BA, that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Here's Podziemski, fires in the triple. Podziemski's got 9 points.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Outside Hield. Left side Podziemski. Pass to Kuminga. Outside Moody. And he lobs it up. Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Pippen, pass to Wells. And he drives in. Clock at 6. Here's Aldama. And again, it's Memphis missing. And the Warriors with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. That gives them the lead. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The shot by Podziemski, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Kennard for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got 4 rebounds now. Kuminga, the pass to Looney. Podziemski with it from the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Bagley for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Here's Golden State. They're on an 18-5 run. Outside Podziemski. Back to Heel. Takes a 3. That shot missing. Grizzlies trail by 3. Bagley passes to Kennard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Morant looking for an opening. Pass to Bane. Jackson on the wing. Moody defends. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Can't hit that one. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Memphis ahead. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Curry passes to Butler. Curry against Jackson. Pass to Payton. Beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range. Payton's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Edey. The 3 is up. Outside for Morant. From behind the arc. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Payne against Curry. Out to the right wing. Here's post. Outside for Green. Fires for 3. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Jackson for 3. The rebound by Post. The Warriors trailing. Right side, Curry. Curry creates inside.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
Jackson with a screen on Payton. Pass to Edey. There's the three. He drops it from range. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
And there's a pick. The three from Curry. The rebound by Edey. Memphis has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Here's Payton. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Edey. Now here's Jackson. Takes the three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And a deep three from Curry. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Grizzlies lead by 5. And here's Jackson from downtown. Drops in the three.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Moran against Payton. Up top, Jackson. Pass to Bain. Now here's Moran. 5 on the clock. There's Jackson with the three. And another three from Memphis.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire. When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
There's a screen. Pass to Edey. The three is up. No good there. Golden State has got 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Driving inside. Fires from deep. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Moran, pass to Bain. Back to Moran. Jackson with a screen on Payton. Outside Bain. Here's Edey. It's deflected, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
They've been keeping things close.
And now have a chance to jump back on top, B.A.
Curry against Moran. Now Curry. To take the lead. No good from three-point range. Misses there. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. What a performance they had here at home today.
tonight's edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Jimmy Butler is out there with Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. Murray, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, Jimmy Butler's three ball is just going to extend that defense, and now he's going to make plays inside.
Here's Jokic. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Butler from outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screen, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And stolen by Payton. Down low, here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
From deep, Jokic sinks the three-pointer. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Curry. That one goes in.
Curry, not one of those guards who shrinks when he gets inside.
Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now, here's Jokic. Not a lot of room. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Sinks the triple.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 5. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Out to Payton, launches it. That shot, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And the basket by Gordon.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
2 minutes remaining in the second.
Here's Curry. Green up on top. Fires it up and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, Draymond Green must be feeling good because no hesitation in that one there, letting it rip.
From deep, Jokic. It's rebounded by Golden State. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. We briefly spoke with David Adelman. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Curry with the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And that one's good by Butler.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Porter with the screen for Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets with another miss. Pass to Green. And Curry has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors ahead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Stephen Curry. Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Gary Payton the second. And it's Post in at the pivot, manning the middle. Right side, Butler. Outside for Curry. No good with the triple.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
3.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments. It's gotta be so fun to play with a player like Jokic. You never know what he's gonna do next, but it's usually pretty good.
Butler, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Brown's shot is off. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Post. Here's Butler. Denver grabs the miss. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Porter. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Butler with the ball, outguarded by Murray. Wow, Curry automatic from deep.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. From deep, Jokic. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Porter with the screen for Jokic. Outside, Porter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, VA. The Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Brown. The Nuggets with another miss. Golden State's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Curry wide open. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. That's 3 of 9.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Buries the long-range jumper. Butler's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors. 1:12 left to play here in the half. From deep, Jokic. Jokic, big man with the triple.
And just trading threes, Jokic gone wild.
Green with a screen on Murray. Curry passes to Green, and stolen by Murray. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
The shot by Curry, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 7-point differential. Pass to Brown. The kick out to Porter. Denver gets it back. And another shot. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 5 here tonight. Green with a screen for Curry. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. On the wing, Murray. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Warriors lead by 5. It's okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
To the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
They've got Saric. Russell Westbrook out there with Peyton Watson. And it's John Shar in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Podziemski. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
The shot by Saric, no good. The Warriors leader. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Hield. Lets it go from deep. Out to the right wing. Here's Moody. Offensive rebound. Hield outside. Kuminga finds Hield. Hands it from downtown. Hield's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Saric playing confident now. There was no hesitation that time.
Knocks it loose. And now the Nuggets, fast break. And that one's good. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
He takes it in. Pass to Watson. Back to Westbrook. Saric with the screen for Westbrook. 5 on the clock. The shot by Saric, no good. Golden State's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of this.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Watson, that's for 2. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Kuminga with the drive.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Strother. Here's Westbrook. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Warriors with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop them now.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Watson inside. Kuminga on him. Tonci. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Tonci got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Podziemski, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 6. Now here's Westbrook. He's defended by Podziemski and finished off by Westbrook.
I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Now here's Westbrook, guarded closer. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Saric, that's good.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. To the left wing, Kuminga with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kuminga's got 5 points now this quarter.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Here's Saric. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Payton is out there with Curry. Then there's Draymond Green. Then it's Butler. And it's Post in at the center position.
You just look at how smooth that shot is from Porter Jr. From range, he knows what he's doing.
Pass to Post. Back to Curry. The 3. Curry with the 3 at the other end.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 5. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Porter, no luck. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Butler from outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
All game long, they've had active hands and been really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys, they're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing here by 8. Here's Brown. That's tipped, and he recovers it. A second chance effort outside for Murray, and stolen by Payton. And it's the Warriors on the break. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
On the wing, Porter. And stolen by Butler. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Curry with the 3. Curry so deadly from the corner.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Warriors leading by 11. Nice take from Curry. Here's Post. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Denver's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Brown's shot is off.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And it's Butler missing. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets. Here's Post. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Butler. Butler on the wing. Jacks up a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Three-pointer. The rebound by Post. Warriors leading by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Curry with the 3. Traps in the tray. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Off target with that shot. So we see the Warriors get the win here. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Jokic. It's tipped. Stolen by Jokic. Porter from outside. Memphis with a rebound. Morant surveying the floor. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Solid as a rock from 20 feet out.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Let's go with a 3, and it's Jaren Jackson Jr. with the 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And so Jokic will bring it up for the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. The shot off that time. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too. This is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
And here's Murray. Gordon outside. Jokic with it. Puts it up from 15. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Now here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Edey for 3. They grab their own miss. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Denver.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Porter from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first quarter of the game. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 8. Shot is good by Gordon.
And Gordon's jumping ability combined with his reach make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
Now here's Jokic. He shoots. Connects. The jumper drops. Jokic has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
A shot from the high post. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. Back come the Nuggets on the run. No coverage that time.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Driving to the basket. And then Morant with the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Memphis Grizzlies. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. And here's Jokic outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Moran against Murray. Right side Moran. Jackson outside. Porter against Jackson. Jackson the screen. The 3. Jackson can't get it to go. Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Brown. And another miss by Denver. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. From deep, Moran. Gordon pulls it in. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Brown. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
Jokic so dangerous when he's got the rock in his hands. He's a top-notch passer as well as a great scorer. He always delivers.
From deep, Moran. Oh, Moran sinks the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Jackson finds Bain. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Edey. Counted. And now an 11-point Memphis lead.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Denver has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Jokic slashes his way inside, and Jokic throws it down.
Boy, that's a powerhouse drive by Jokic, busting up the defense and getting to his shot.
And he can't jam it through. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for Denver. Murray with it. Jackson in his pocket. Jokic passes to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Here's Brown, bearing his second of 3 attempts. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those.
Oh, Ja Morant, my goodness.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
And here's Jokic outside. Drills it from deep. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Bain with a screen on Gordon. Jackson can't get it to go.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. Here's Pippen, pounded by Westbrook. Kept alive, controls the rebound and the putback. Bagley's gotten his first bucket of the night.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
Westbrook outside. Takes it inside. And Westbrook slams it home.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
And the basket by Pippen.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Westbrook drives. And Westbrook slams it home.
You know, one of the things about Westbrook that has always been evident is incredible motor, especially when he's heading to the rack.
Kennard for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Westbrook taking his time here. And Westbrook slams it home.
The guy with major bounce, Westbrook, can really get up there.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Saric outside. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Wells. No points yet. Bagley sets a screen. The putback. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes the first half. Grizzlies out in front, up by 9. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for the Grizzlies, they've got Marvin Bagley, Luke Kennard out there with Santi Aldama, and it's Pippen in at the point. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. On defense, the Grizzlies. And book it, Tonci.
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
Here's Pippen, pounded by Westbrook. Here's Kennard. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Kennard's got his second basket of the night.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Now here's Westbrook, tightly guarded. From outside the arc. Memphis with a rebound. Pass to Kennard. Back to Aldama. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long J. Aldama's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you can fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Wells. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots. I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket no matter who was offering the resistance.
No good on the second free throw.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Kennard can't get it to go.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's Denver now. 11-point game.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Kennard way outside. And another three for Memphis.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Westbrook, the pass to Saric. They get it again. Pass to Strother. Three-pointer. Aldama grabs the board. Memphis leading by 12. Here's the three. And another three for Memphis.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Aldama, no good. Nuggets trail by 13. And it's Westbrook off the drive. Šarić right side. Pass to Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Memphis has got 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. They get it back, tipped away. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Memphis ball.
.127 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Lets it go from deep. Aldama, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Watson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
Wells, that's good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Outside Watson. Pass to Šarić. And stolen by Bagley. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Pass to Bagley. This one for three. That shot is off. Nuggets trail by 13. From deep. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Going inside. And finished off by Westbrook.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
And so it's Memphis, a sizable lead of 14. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Jokic way outside. Cash! Jokic from way out.
Jokic not lacking for confidence at all there. The defense thought they could relax with him way out there. Think again.
Payne, no good. Nuggets trail by 13. Gordon outside. There's the drive. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Morant against Murray. And Morant good for three. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
And a deep three from Jokic. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Jackson with it. Checked by Gordon. Gordon with a steal. From deep, Jokic. The offensive rebound to the wing on the left. Fires the three. Oh, Jokic with the triple.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, You can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Moran against Murray. Pass to Jackson. Jack's up a three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Porter from outside. That one is off. Grizzlies lead by 11. Jackson surveying the D. Here's Payne. Launches a three. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Jokic. The deep three. Fires the three. Sinks the tray. Jokic has got 23 points. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Oh, Jokic with a payback triple.
He did not take that three at the other end, laying down. You can see the fire in Jokic's eyes.
And so Jokic will bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 8. Fades and shoots. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. Jackson finds Morant. This one for 3. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
And stolen by Bane. And he lobs it up. And then Morant with the dunk.
How'd they pull that off, B.A.?
Right? I'm not sure. A tremendous play.
Yeah, guys, I tell you what, there are alley-oops, and then there are alley-oops upside your head.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Jackson on the wing. Jackson with a screen on Porter. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
So it's Denver now. It's a 14-point game, and the basket is good. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Bane. Here's Edey. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center. And for the Warriors, Gary Payton II is out there with Curry. Then it's Green. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at center, locking down the middle. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And that one's good, Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Curry is inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Golden State now. Pass to Post. Puts up a three. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And we had a look before he had the ball. Great anticipation by Butler.
Jackson from long range. The rebound by Post. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Jackson against Curry. To end the run. The Grizzlies with another miss. Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Goes back up. Post. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. The coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and the earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Butler. 6 points for him. And that one drops.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. Butler from outside. Carries it from 3-point range. Butler's got 11 points.
The answer from Butler, no one is more competitive than Jimmy.
Payton against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. The tray. That shot off the mark. Curry passes to Butler. Offline with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Offensive rebound. 3-pointer, Payton. The shot misses. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Now Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with a... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Morant. Curry kicks to Butler. From the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson finds Morant. And Morant throws it down.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Here's Curry. Curry always finds a way, this time inside.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Jackson against Butler. Butler with the steal. The driving Jimmy Butler. Here's post. Here's the three. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 4. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. I was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. The high post shot. And it's good off the back rim and in. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
There's the lob to Jackson and the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Curry can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Lets it go with the 3. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And then Morant ramps it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Oh, Butler draining the 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes that.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Three-pointer, Butler kept alive. Curry passes to Payton. Curry dishes to Butler. Out to Payton. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Payton's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. They set the pick. Jackson has the open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 11. Payton passes to Butler. Morant with the steal. And here's Jackson. Here's Heaney. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Curry. Pass to post. Another 3 for Golden State.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Curry from deep three-point land. Oh, he got it!
Can you believe that?
He gets it up. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And more than anything, thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Moody, Podziemski out there with Hield. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Kuminga in at the 4 slot. Chalk up 2 there. Podziemski's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And finished off by Kuminga.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Kennard way outside. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Here's Wells. No good on the triple. Warriors leading by 14. Hield outside. Wells with the steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Bagley with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. Bagley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's a good screen for 3. A shot by Podziemski, no good. Wells passes to Kennard. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Cloaked loose, and it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
They say it was last touched by Bagley.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end. Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pippen with it. No scoring in this one. Good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Kuminga throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. A 3-pointer is right on target. Pippen's got 5 points so far.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Hield from outside. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Wells sets the pick for Kennard. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
All alone. Moody's shot is off.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Wells. Warriors with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. This one for three. Unable to get that one. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot.
Three-pointer.
Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
But Jemski's shot is good.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Bagley kicks to Kennard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Warriors leading by 6. Floats it up for Kuminga. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Golden State's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Moody finds Kuminga. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Healed against Kennard. From past the arc. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey, and it's Williams at the small forward. To the left side wing. Shoots the 3. Curry with the rebound. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. 7-point differential. Green, no luck. The Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Nobody near Williams. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Pass to post. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Morant with the screen on Curry. Payne for 3. Drills it from outside.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
Shot's good from Butler.
And he's never been shy about asserting his dominance. This is classic Jimmy Butler play so far.
Outside Williams. With some arc. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Post. Driving in. Outside for Curry. Curry making it look so easy.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Morant outside. Pass to Edey. Over Payton. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Puts up a deep 3. And it's rebounded by Morant. Morant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Payne for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Curry dishes to Butler. From deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. Morant outside. Will it go? Good on the 3-point shot. Morant's got 20 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry way outside, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside, Payne. Jackson with the screen. Payne passes to Morant. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's now 22 points for John Morant.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Butler attacking. Pass to Curry. Takes a 3. They kick it out to Green. Puts up a deep 3. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Green. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Stephen Curry.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Edey. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A confident win. Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. From deep, Jokic. The rebound by Payton.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Butler can't get it to go. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for Denver. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Gordon finds Jokic. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Jokic has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, great pass to Jokic when he's ready to fire, and then he's straight into his motion.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gordon with a screen on Looney. And here's Jokic outside. And again, Denver with a 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Denver has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. The shot by Brown, no good. The Warriors have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Now here's Jokic. Give him 8 points now. And here's Gordon from the arc. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
On the wing, Payton. Back to Butler. Lets it go from deep. Here's Looney. Outside from Butler. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Denver.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Curry, that's good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And here's Jokic from deep three-point land. The rebound by Payton.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Curry finds Payton. 4-3. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. And in the building, we've got David West, a key contributor to 2 of the Warriors' titles.
Yeah, a pretty good way to cap your career off. I mean, he won in 2017, then 2018, and then walked away. And he might want to walk away tonight if they can't turn this game around.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. 6-point game. He buries it from 3. Curry's got 5 points.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
Gordon with a screen on Looney. Gordon outside from downtown. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Curry from deep three-point land. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Nuggets lead by 3. Jokic with it. Green picks him up. Here's Brown. Drains the triple.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Curry with another miss. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Here's Jokic. 11 points in the game. Gordon outside. There's the 3. Looney grabs a miss. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. He shoots it. Offensive board.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And again, no good by Golden State. Unable to get that one. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. The three from Curry. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Porter from outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Catch and release. Porter Jr. is so quick. Tough to close out on.
There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Butler can't get it to go.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Warriors trail by 10. And here's Curry for 3. Nails it from 3. Curry's got 11.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 15.
I can't lie. I love to see that kind of physical play under the rim. He boxes out and claims the rebound.
Shot is good by Curry.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
And it's Jokic missing. The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Fires from deep. Oh, Curry making it look effortless. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
The Nuggets lead by 5. Outside Porter. Five to shoot. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Golden State.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Curry from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Murray from outside. And again, Denver with a 3.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
And here's Butler outside. Gordon pulls it in.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside Curry. The 3 is up. And the Warriors miss again.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Porter's shot is off. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. And Looney with the slam.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ball and his body to help an open shooter.
From the arc. And it's Jokic missing. The Warriors have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. A quick shot there. It's off target. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Sinks the tray. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
A player like Gordon lifts the whole team. He works hard to find those shots, always contributing.
Curry's shot is off. The Nuggets lead by 9. Pass to Murray. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Over Looney. Offensive rebound for 3. And another 3 for Denver.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point land. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Denver now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And their defense. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
On the court for Denver, they've got Peyton Watson. He's out there with Dario Saric. And it's Tonci in at the 3, the small forward. Kuminga against Saric. Goes up with it again. Podziemski grabs the board.
Normally he drains that.
Looney finds Hield. The 3-ball. Rebound by the Nuggets. Westbrook taking his time here. Fires from the wing. And again, Denver no good. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. From about 19. A nice shot by Watson.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
The Nuggets lead by 14. Driving in. Count it.
Westbrook is too much to handle in close there. He's got so many different moves he can go to.
And here's Kuminga for 3. The shot, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Strother. Knocks it down from distance. Strother's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's a screen by Kuminga. The shot by Podziemski, no good. Denver has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Warriors trail by 16. Moody from outside. Outside Kuminga from deep. Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. Watson passes to Saric. Doesn't go that time. Well, the Warriors shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Tonci shot is off. Golden State with the ball. They trail by 16. Moody from outside. And no good.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And for Denver, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. They get it back. Pass to Strother. Another shot. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Kuminga goes in. Banked it in off the glass. Kuminga's got his first bucket in this one.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
For three, Westbrook. The rebound by Moody. Warriors trail by 16. It's stolen by Šarić. Here's Tonci. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State with the ball. Down low. The dive for the ball. Ball stolen. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Drills it from deep.
That's why Westbrook racks up so many assists.
Strother's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Puts up a 3. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 6 here in the quarter.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
For 3, Westbrook. It's rebounded by Golden State. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter here. And Kuminga throws it down.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Westbrook, the pass to Šarić. Right wing, beyond the arc. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 14. Outside Kuminga. And there's the lob. And Looney with the slam.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Charity stripe shot. Podziemski grabs the board. What if it goes? And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Denver Nuggets going into the break up. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Well, the Warriors shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. We've got Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And a deep 3 from Jokic. Cash! Jokic from way out. Warriors trail by 12. The 3. No good that time. Puts it up. And he drops that one in. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
An efficient shooter like Jokic will always find points. All he needs is the ball.
The shot by Butler, no good. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Outside Curry, up and over Gordon. And there's Curry on the assist from Green. Curry's got 21 points in the game.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
And a deep 3 from Jokic. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Outside Murray. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Terrific up-tempo play by Murray. Gets the ball, and moments later, he has a shot up.
The 3 from Curry. Porter pulls it in. Denver has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Brown. 3-pointer. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Knocks it loose. Payton with a steal. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Buries it from 3. 26 points for him.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3 ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Poke loose.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Curry's shot is off. The Nuggets lead by 13. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. The Nuggets with another miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Green able to hit from three.
Green's floor stretching ability, one of the things that makes this offense so dynamic.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. In transition, here come the Warriors. The three from Curry. And the Warriors with another three. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, we credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
From deep three-point range, they get it back. The Nuggets have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. They kick it out to Murray. Connects from downtown.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Nuggets.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Nikola Jokic.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass. When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
From deep, Jokic. Warriors with the rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Oh, gets the three to fall.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And a deep three from Curry. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic.
Basketball.
So a close game sees Denver taking this. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.